for your children?
Probably a lot more
Who
restful.
were you? Who were you?
A lot more relaxed. I was, if we're going to define ourselves in job categories.
Yeah, do a job category.
Many random jobs before training to become a teacher, secondary school teacher for a decade in Nottingham.
English literature?
English, all types of English.
Yeah, language.
The Queen's Own. And then a teacher in Madrid. And I became pregnant in Madrid and had my first child in Madrid.
You say I had a breakdown.
A breakdown in Madrid. Probably did, actually. But that was my past self. I was mainly, through job title, known as a teacher, wasn't I? That was who I was. I was Miss Keller.
Miss Keller.
Miss Keller to the people of Nottingham, and loved my job, and I thoroughly enjoyed my relationships. That was the past.
Yeah, that was the past. Let's bring that to the future. How do you think? Let's fast forward.
Yeah. So the past self feeds into the present self, but of course you can't retain the past self entirely once you become a mother, because the self-centeredness of the past self has to be cast aside, doesn't it?
Cast aside.
And I think that those people who tend to struggle, and I struggled hugely in Madrid with the idea of letting go of that past self. I was known for being a good teacher, and I loved those relationships, and suddenly I was in the home. I didn't have that element anymore, and I was isolated, very isolated in Madrid, incredibly isolated. Couldn't speak the language properly, didn't know anyone at the same stage in life as me, but just got out there and got on and got to know people, and that saved me really. And also what saved me was letting go of that past self, the childish self, the selfish self. And sacrifice, as you often say, Anna, you have to do, and there has to be an element of sacrifice. We cannot have it all once we've had children, because they need, don't they? Those basic values and good things that people are quick to cast aside. When we throw those aside, we lose a lot of the really good stuff. So if you're doing that at home, you are doing some really fabulous stuff, and I don't think we hear that frequently enough.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, well, not ask you, I was going to just say something myself. Quite often, people talk, don't they, about the loss of the self, like when you have children. But what did you find? So you lost that past self, but then
there
what
was
happened?
Huge grieving for that. I felt really, really conflicted about the whole thing about becoming a mother, because it wasn't a planned pregnancy either. Anna, if you watch this when you're 21, we love you. But so it was obviously a huge adjustment in that sense as well. I hadn't been in a huge long-term relationship.
Still on the sea.
Luckily still together. We've pulled together through it, and it's a better relationship, thank God.
It's just Andrew's view.
Yeah, it's not always for you. He's run off now. But I suppose that huge grieving process initially, and then luckily over time, and I did have a stillborn baby, and that really put things, after my first child was born, I had a stillborn baby, Billy. That put everything into perspective, which was already being refined and honed. My perspective shifted completely, and I was enhanced as a mother, strangely, by that death. I became a far better mother, and I think I would have been a far better mother with my next child, my subsequent child, had Billy lived anyway, because I think you're just becoming more into it. You understand the sacrifice and the needs and the way. I've been enhanced by motherhood, actually. I've been enhanced. I've not lost.
No.
I've gained. I've got fabulous friends, friendships, a community that I feel so part of, and empowered by what I do. And we often say, don't we, the mother was revered. I feel that we should. I mean, okay, I don't want people kneeling at my feet.
I do.
Paddy did kiss my foot today. But I think we should be getting more credit for what we do.
And it has to come from us as well, doesn't it? It's this idea of when actually, it is true. The goddess, the almighty,
the sexy
mother,
mama, the Italian
mama.
We were seen as a sexy thing. She was cooking up the beautiful food. She was nurturing,
the other thing, isn't
loving,
it? The food,
kind,
that is
giving.